worshiptutorials.com. This is a tutorial for the song Oceans by Hillsong United in the key of D, which is the key that is recorded on in the album. Now this is probably one of our most requested songs ever. It may be the most popular worship song in the world right now. It might be tied up there with 10,000 Reasons. I don't know. I just know it's really popular. It's a great song. I have a tutorial for this also in the key of G, which would be suited for a male lead. If you know the song, it's a female lead on the album. So the chords that we use in this song are D, A. This is kind of a different version of A. There's a diagram for you. It's the one I play most of the time when I'm in the key of D. It is mute, open, 2, 2, 3, open. Then to move to a B minor, you just move this finger up one string to the A string. So it's mute, 2, open, 2, 3, open. There's your diagram. If you don't know how to play those, or if those are new to you, go to worshiptutorials.com, look at the guitar lessons, key of D chords. I show you exactly how those work and how those voicings play. So there's a B minor, a G, there is a over C sharp, and that means there's a C sharp in the bass. I usually don't play it because it's kind of a difficult chord to play. Just play an A and you'll be fine. Let your bass player play the C sharp. There's also an E minor in this song. So, strumming pattern. This is a long song and it's a very mellow song. So you want to start and give yourself somewhere to go. So kind of strum your chords big and open in the beginning. But a basic strumming pattern you can use is going to be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's one of the first, it's a very basic pattern. It might be one of the first ones you ever learned. If you're just getting into rhythm and strumming, that's a good one to start with. So our intro will go B minor, A over C sharp, D. Back to A, to a G. Play that again. B minor for 3 beats, A over C sharp for 1, to D, to A, to G. And the verse is exactly the same. So I will sing this for you, the verse. I'll play the intro and sing it. Now, like I said, this is for a female lead, and I am obviously not a female. So I'm going to sing it probably an octave low. It might sound a little weird, but I'll show you how you get it done. So here's the intro. B minor. Back to an A. To a G. Here's the verse. Called me. You called me out upon the water, the great unknown, where feet may fail. That's the G. Back to the B minor. There I find you in the mystery, in oceans deep, my faith will stand. Now we're ready for the chorus, which goes G, and I will D, to A, back to G, to D, A, when oceans rise as a G, to D, A, I am yours, G, A, and then we go back to the intro, B minor. I call this a turnaround. It's the same as the intro, to A, G. So what I'm going to do is play the last part of the verse and then go chorus and turnaround. There I find you in the mystery, in oceans deep, my faith will stand. Stay on the G. I will call on your name. Back to G. Keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, that's a G. We will rest to D or embrace. For I am the G. A, E minor, or B minor. Verse 2 is the same as verse 1. Chorus 2 is the same as chorus 1. The solo section after the chorus is the same as that last turnaround. You just play it twice. So, and that brings us to the bridge, which is where things get a little complicated. So, the bridge has 3 different chord progressions. In the album version, the bridge is really long, and they just build and build and build and build. So here you have some choices to make. You can play all 3 variations of the bridge. You can do a 7-9 minute version of the song. You can shorten it down. If you're going to do a shorter version, this is where you can shorten it down. You can maybe do 2 variations of the bridge and then the solo section afterwards. What I'm going to do is teach you all 3 and then leave that decision up to you. The first variation of the bridge goes like this. It's B minor. Borders, to D, walk upon the waters, to A, wherever you would call me. B minor, take me deeper, G, ever wonder, to D, be me stronger, to A, of my Savior. Then we get to the second variation, and it goes G, me where my D, trust is without borders, to A, walk upon the waters, to E minor, you would call me G, take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, that's a D, to A, be made stronger in the E minor of my Savior. The last variation, it goes from that E minor to a B minor, to A, D, back to A. It's a lot like the intro, except for this next chord, which is E minor, B minor, A. When you walk upon the water, to E minor, ever you would call me. And then the solo section after the bridge it just stays on that 3rd chord variation. And they do a long solo section. Their vocalist kind of does like a vocal solo, you could call it that a little bit. She's very talented and she kind of shows off what she can do there. So that's another area where you can shorten down, maybe just play it one time through for the solo. So I'm going to play all 3 of the bridge variations for you back to back to back, and then the solo at the end, starting on the turnaround that comes after the second chorus, which would be B minor, A, D, A, to a G. Alright, here is the first bridge. Starts on a B minor. Spirit lead me where my G, G, trust is without borders, to D, walk upon the waters, wherever you would call me, and take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith would be made strong to A, in the presence of. Now the second progression goes to G. Spirit lead me where my trust is without borders, let me walk upon the waters, to an E minor, wherever you would call me, and take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith would be made stronger in the presence. A to an E minor. I'll do it one more time. B minor, get to the chorus. I will call upon your name. It drops out just like the other choruses. Keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours. G to A. You are mine. And it plays the intro progression, the B minor, A, D. To A. G. Now you can end here, or you can kind of do it again and end on the D. Or you can end pretty much anywhere you want to end. But that's how it ends. So, like I said, Oceans, great song. It's long, it's got a lot of parts. It's really pretty simple. The difficulty with this song and the complication of it is the all the different arrangements that they use underneath, or all the different chord progressions they use underneath the bridge and the turnarounds and the solos. Honestly, I think Hillsong might just get bored playing the same chord progressions over and over, and they're just like, why don't we do something different? So you can actually just pick one of those bridge chord progressions and stick with it if you want. That would be fine. Or you can play them all, or you can play two. Kind of an arrangement that I like is to do the first bridge progression, then the second bridge progression, and then go into the solo section, which is the same as the third. That kind of shortens the song down so it's not super long, and that's one way you can tackle it. So it's also important, like I said earlier in this one, give yourself some room to go somewhere. Think of your intensity that you play on a scale of 1 to 100. If you start at 80 and you go to 100 and you end up at 80, it's pretty boring to listen to. There's not a lot of dynamic range in it. So if you start at 20 and then you go to 40 and then you go to 60 and then you end up at 100, say during that the bridge solo section, and then you back down to 20, those kind of dynamics make the song interesting, and it allows the listener to stay engaged through a longer song. So there's some advice on how to play it. Head over to worshiptutorials.com. We've got resources for you there. If you have any questions, ask in the comments over there, or say hey in the comments here at YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.